Hi everyone, it's Jenny from Haphazard Book Nook, and I'm here with special guest Maggie from Maggie's Books and Stuff, and we are going to do reactions to favorite books reviews.
Both good and bad.
Yes.
Yeah, so 1-star reviews and 5-star reviews
Yes.
of her favorite books in this video, and then I will also have one of my favorite books. So we're gonna do for her Dreadful, Devolution, Pen Pal, and Lights Out. So before we get into it,
and then on Maggie's channel, and the video and her channel will be linked below, we are going to do 4 of her favorite books. I'm not going to tell you what they are. You're going to have to go over to her channel to find out. And this is just a reaction video to
people saying
to
terrible
people
things.
being mean about our favorite books.
Yeah, or being good. I mean, we'll see. But out of your 4 favorite, which one's the best? Rank them right now.
What were they?
Dreadful, Devolution,
Devolution's always the top, and then Lights Out.
Okay. Then you have Dreadful and Pen Pal.
Oh, those are 2 so completely different books. I would probably say Pen Pal than Dreadful.
Okay, well you knew that was easy for you.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna be like that for me.
Devolution is like the top of my books.
Okay.
Yeah, and
we'll
then
do that one last.
Lights Out was so cute. It's so cute.
Okay, let's start with Dreadful.
Okay.
So let's go.
So we're going from bottom to top then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that will work. Okay, Dreadful. Who's it by?
Caitlin Rosakis.
Okay.
Be nice to my garlic baby.
So, Dreadful by Caitlin Rosakis. It has a 3.73 on Goodreads.
It's pretty good.
So, let's get to the ratings. We'll start with 5-star.
Okay.
We'll butter you up and then beat you down.
Yeah, be gentle. Be gentle.
Only 19% of people said 5 stars. 43% did say 4 stars. 1% doesn't exist.
I'm pretty sure that I said 5 stars. I loved it. Steph liked it too.
Oh my god, I'm not reading this essay. Okay, ready? 5-star review. What a fun romp of a book. The Dark Wizard has lost his memory right on the eve of all of his evil schemes going into play. Suddenly he's trying to gather why the heck the princess is in his dungeon. And why worse backstabbers in the region are headed for his castle. Full of quirky characters, a genre-savvy humor. This is perfect for fans of T. Kingfisher.
I've never read a T. Kingfisher, but all of that I would agree with. So like his minions are like little goblin guys. Oh, they're so adorable. Like they're so cute, and like he tries to like make people think that he hasn't forgotten his memory in this book. I don't know if you know what it's about, but
I have no clue what it's
about.
Yeah,
he tries to like make people not know that he forgot his memory, and like but everybody like knows because he's really nice. Because he's like lost everything, all of his memory about being mean.
Okay, that's cute. Someone simply put, yes. What more do you need from a book other than wit, magic, goblins, and garlic?
Yes, the Garlic Festival.
Yeah, I think you had posted this over on the Void with the sprayed edges, right?
Yes, it has gorgeous sprayed edges.
Okay. You ready for a 1-star?
Yeah.
Let me find a good one. No. No. Okay, I'm going to read more than just this, but this is all they put. 1-star. Title is fitting. That's it.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready to cry.
1-star DNF. Made it 103 pages in. This was such a disappointment. The description doesn't match the book in the way you think it will. The humor wasn't dry. It simply wasn't there. Way too much introspection and not enough story progression. The writing was very YA, except for a few blurbs here and there, which made it feel like it was written for YA and retroactively fit to be adult. Lastly, characters felt underdeveloped. I didn't feel connected to any character. Maybe this book wasn't for me, or maybe it was just bad.
Okay, let me just say.
Might skip to the end and see how things end.
Let's just say, okay. The characters are undeveloped because the dude doesn't remember who he is.
Yeah. He's got amnesia.
He has amnesia, and the whole thing is hilarious.
Yeah.
Because it's like him trying to pretend that he's evil, and like everybody, including the princess that he has like trapped, are like, why are you nice all of a sudden when like 5 seconds ago you were super mean?
Oh.
Like, so it's hilarious. What was that other point on there? There was another one on there that I was like, excuse
The
me?
YA thing?
Yeah, so it's actually like new adult, but it is a lot younger, so it's good for people who are going from like YA to adult. It's like a good bridge. But there's nothing like there's not really gore, there's no like sexy scenes and stuff. It's
meant to be like more witty, quirky, fun.
Yeah,
Is it cozy?
So it is.
Okay.
It's and then the whole plot of it is literally that there is going to be a garlic festival on the weekend, and that same weekend, like it's like within a week, all of these other like 4 bad guys are coming because they're trying to like summon a demon. So like it all takes place with him like within a week of him trying to figure out what's happening before all these people come to his castle.
Okay.
And also, since they have like all of this garlic, like the townspeople are like, what are we supposed to do? And he's like, hold a festival.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just so pedantic.
I don't know what pedantic.
Let's look it up. I don't either. Let's be honest. I've heard people use it. Adjective, of or like a pendant. Many of these essays are long, dense, and too pedant to hold great appeal. So it's just too long and dense.
Too long? It's not dense, first off. And it's just the right length. Because it's perfection.
Okay, let's move on to the next.
Okay, yeah.
Saul.
That would be
Pen pal. Yeah, let's do pen pal.
She also likes pen pal. Yeah, she also likes pen pal. So just watch her face while she's reading the reactions.
Yeah,
too.
I'm probably like gonna go through these, and I'm not even gonna get the words out. I'm gonna be like.
So for anyone who doesn't know, pen pal is about a lady whose husband dies. Like you start out like at his funeral, and then she like goes home and like her house is like falling apart, and so she like ends up hiring somebody to like help take like repair it, and then she ends up getting a letter also at the same time from an inmate at the local prison, and then it's like, who is this guy? Like, what's happening here? So. It's very good.
It's really, really good. And it has something surprising in it.
Yes.
It's just, I was not expecting, and then nailed it.
I was having her, like, react as she was reading it, like, send me a message. Like...
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so overall, 4.19 on Goodreads.
That's very high, yeah.
Yeah, that's good for Goodreads. Let's see. There's over 2,000 people that put 1 star, though.
It's because of the ending, I know.
Uncultured swine.
It's
As you have said.
It's true.
They don't know what they're talking about.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Okay, we'll start with the 5 stars.
Okay.
So, total mindfuck.
It's true.
Pen pal is not your traditional romance.
It is not.
Word. I, for one, am for it and love it. This book is worth all the hype and controversy. It's a psychological thriller with a non-traditional romance.
Yeah, people say that it's not a true romance because there isn't an HEA, but there is an HEA.
There is an HEA, but I understand why they're saying there's not.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Also, something to note is that they did change a little bit of it. Like the author, she did change a little bit of it from when it was originally published to where when she got picked up, she changed one of the characters' motives. So
slightly.
Yeah.
Slightly.
But enough that I could see.
I like the original.
Yeah.
Because you told me what the new one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is just great because like she goes, "Holy fucking shit, bitch!" Literally in all caps.
Yes.
So, yeah. This is what I've been craving and wanting out of a book for a very long time. I've never loved a book more than I do right now. I will start out by saying I read the blurbs, I did my research, and I asked questions. I knew going into this book that it was not a regular romance, but a thriller and a mindfuck. Lots of spice, so I personally was prepared to be shocked, and it did not disappoint.
That's another thing that people say is that there's a lot of like sexy scenes, but dark romance tends to do that.
It does.
It tends to have more.
I even was one of those people where I was kind of like, okay, I'm starting to get bored with that.
Yeah. Well,
like, I shouldn't say bored, but it's one of those things where
it's kind of repetitive in that one.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's more repetitive. It's not like they kind of upped the ante each time.
Yeah, it's like pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But I still don't think it was too much, personally.
I mean, it's...
That's in my opinion.
Yeah, so far a lot of it is, this was not a romance.
But it is.
This book can go fuck itself.
I mean, if it could, it would.
Yeah. Let's see. 0.5 stars, just to clarify. So let's check this one out. Who cares about the author misleading the book by saying it's a romance? The plot and its execution is gonna stay shit either ways. The plot is very good and expertly written.
Yes.
And the way that she does things, with this being a thriller, once you get to the end, you're like, oh my god, she had to have had her wall with the red freaking yarn going across, but like, connect the dots, bitch.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, so I've read it twice, because I read it once and then I read it again for the traveling book club that we do. And so like the second time I was able to see it a lot more.
Oh yeah,
because I already knew what ended up happening in it.
Yeah, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
this sentence right here.
Yeah,
when we
my older sister guessed the ending.
Wow.
My older sister was able to guess the whole, like, basically the whole storyline.
Well, I didn't see it.
I don't know how. I was so shocked.
I was so thrilled, like when like the thing happened, thing, and you find out this one. I think I started tearing up because I was like, oh wait. Yeah, I didn't see it coming at all.
And it is a romance. That's the thing. Just because it's not a traditional romance doesn't mean that it's not a romance. There is an HEA.
It's just not the way you typically expect it, which is, I think, fun and unique, especially because, like, romance, we have a tendency to rinse and repeat. Yeah, well,
you know,
and I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love rinsing and repeating.
Yeah. I read, because I read romance all the time. But like, I've mentioned in my videos before that like it's a romance. You know what's gonna happen. You know. Yeah. But like that one throws you a little.
It does. It's
very good.
So this half-star bitch still talking. Okay. The half-star is for me being able to power through because honestly, the urge to DNF the book. After the 40th mention of Bunny and Lion King. I don't remember Lion King.
Sugar does call him Lion. I don't remember King, but I remember Lion.
Was way too much, but I wanted to know what the plot twist was going to be, which was so bad. It could have been well if only the execution was good, but this was just a mess all around.
I disagree.
Yeah,
I highly disagree.
People saying it doesn't have an HEA.
Yeah, it does. That's the thing. Just, I'm wondering if there are people who haven't really read much dark romance.
Just no.
No.
Yeah, well, if you're new to dark romance, like when I first went into dark romance, I was like, I don't like this. I don't like it. But you have to find what you like in dark romance.
Yes,
because it's
exactly.
a huge spectrum.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so. Which I think we've done a good job of kind of narrowing down what you like. So.
Yeah, no, I agree, and that's been her. So if you need help for dark romance, this is your girl. Okay.
Tell me what you don't like, and then I'll figure it out for you.
Yeah. Okay, last one for this. It had me until it lost me. Okay, the next one would be what again? Not Devolution, because that's your favorite. Wait, do you want to do Devolution or Lights Out next?
Do Devolution, because like that one's been a favorite for such a long time, and Lights Out's a very new favorite. I just read it this last month. Yeah. Like I just finished Stuff for My Kind of Stuff, and I just read that, like Buddy read. Sort of Buddy read. I think she finished it before me. Yeah, I think she
Max
was a big
Brooks.
Yes.
Okay.
This one's a horror book about Bigfoot.
About Bigfoot. It has a 3.91.
Which is pretty good.
It's a first-hand account of the Rainier Sasquatch Massacre.
Takes place in the Pacific Northwest.
Are they killing all the Bigfooties?
No.
Is there only one Bigfoot, or is there multiple?
There's multiple Bigfoots, different ages.
Family?
It is, and they're the ones killing.
Okay, that's cool. I'm fine with that, as long as they don't kill the squatches.
If you ever want to get into horror, that's a good one.
Yeah, I know.
It's very similar. In in story style, it's very similar to World War Z. Did you read that with us?
I did not read World War. I've seen the movie. Does that count?
It's really good. And it's not too much gore. Like there's some, but like it's not.
Only 1% of people reviewing gave it 1 star. Granted, that's 779 people, but overall, it seems to have good reviews.
Okay,
So the 5-star one.
Yes.
Let's start here. Oh my God, everybody writes such huge things.
Yeah.
Okay, so I won't go through this whole one, but holy hell! I can't believe this book hasn't been all over Instagram. I can't speak for the reading experience, but this audiobook was fantastic. Let me set the stage. I will not set the stage. I'm going to be skipping that part. I found this audiobook riveting, could not stop listening. The narration was incredibly done, and the story was gripping. There's a bit of gritty gore, but honestly, it just added to the experience, and I didn't mind it.
So the audiobook, and Steph would agree with this because she talked to me about it.
Oh, full cast.
It is a full cast, but the main female character at the beginning, she is so annoying, but she's supposed to be. She's supposed to sound super annoying. She's supposed to sound like,
to know.
She's supposed to sound like one of those like city girls that's like, I can't believe I'm out here doing this, blah 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 blah, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And like she sounds like it. Not that that's a bad thing, but like that's what she sounds like. But she's going to go live in this little town of like 5 houses.
Yeah.
And so she's just like, I saw a butterfly, you know, sort of thing. It's like, but then as it goes, because it's all like through her journals, like it gets like
Did she get messed?
she grows, huh?
Can I ask that? Spoiler. Did she die?
You don't know.
Oh.
No, you don't. It's up to the interpretation at the end whether she did or not.
Interesting. Okay. Did she devolve into a Sasquatch?
No. No.
I loved evolution. I admit I nerded out so hard. I wore a Bigfoot t-shirt while reading a Bigfoot book. LOL. A horror about Bigfoot? What isn't to like?
I love Bigfoot horror. I love Bigfoots. My favorite coffee when I used to live in Washington was Bigfoot Java, and then I have tons of Bigfoot shirts.
Yeah.
And I have like Bigfoot keychains. I love Bigfoots. Okay, they're my favorite cryptids, and then there's Mothman. Adorable Mothman.
I like Nessie.
Oh.
Yeah, I like Nessie. I wouldn't fool around with Nessie, but
the
I like
Kraken?
them.
You don't like the Kraken?
Too slimy. And why do always tentacles have eggs? You can notice that in the books. The tentacles always lay eggs.
That's funny.
And you get the descended stomach.
I guess because fish lay eggs, that makes sense, I guess.
Why do they come out of tentacles? Do they really come out of tentacles?
No, I don't think they come out of tentacles. I doubt they come out of tentacles.
Where does an octopus get their eggs from?
I don't know.
Octopus come out?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look this up later. I'm gonna be up tonight. Be like, where do eggs come out?
I know some fish, like the male fish, just kind of like near the female fish eggs, and then it just like
they're like swim through it.
So yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and find ones where it's not like an essay of why it was terrible.
Oh.
But so far all of them have been. Sorry, I have to. Jesus, this is a book. Oh my god.
I could see why some people might not like it because like creature horror isn't for everyone. Go ahead. What?
This is one of
Just rip it off.
the worst books I have read all year. What is this shit? What are these ratings? Think, fuck, I did not waste money on this shit. I'd have to get a refund. The story lags. The characters are extremely unlikable. And where the fuck is Bigfoot? This book gives me anxiety.
Excuse me?
And makes my teeth itch. Max is one hit wonder, and this ain't it.
Look, okay. First off, the Bigfoots are from like not even 30% in. You start seeing them.
Well, they clearly didn't read it.
Clearly. Also, you are intentionally not supposed to like her at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because she grows.
Yeah.
And like same with her husband. Like they like change and they start becoming more like self-sufficient and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because essentially what happens is Rainier, because Rainier is a volcano, it goes off, and then the Bigfoots come down because they get like moved out of the area, and then they can't escape, and so they just need food, and there's peoples there for food.
Little snacky poos.
Yeah.
Little snacky peeps.
But the people can't escape either, so like they have to like be self-reliant.
I'm just gonna read one part.
Okay.
I hate to be the moron that calls a fantasy horror novel implausible, but come on. If you're going for a hyper-realistic, I do 100 hours of research for every 1 hour of writing type of shtick, then this gets a poor grade for believability. Let me write a 200-page diary, longhand, while I am continually attacked by killer apes. For crying out loud, but I don't think that's why I didn't like the book. She goes into other things.
So it's not fantasy.
Yeah.
It's just creature horror. I mean, I guess that they don't really exist supposedly, so I guess that is fantasy, but like still.
Yeah.
It's not like dragons and like magic and stuff.
There's this other sentence, I'm curious how you'll take it. The bigger issue. The disdain that Max Brooks feels for the average American dripped through every nook and cranny of this book, and it gave the book a very negative vibe.
So I can see what they're saying, and that there's a little bit of a commentary on like nowadays how everything is like you can get it at your fingertips because they only get like 1 week of things at a time like flown in by drone. And so when the volcano erupts, like they're all like panicking because they're so used to like having computers and like maps on their phones and like having their groceries brought in and stuff, and there's one person that lives in their like little town of like 6 houses that used to live in like a third world country, so she was able to be like, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this. And meanwhile, everybody else is just like panicking because they don't have like their creature comforts anymore. So I can see where that's coming from.
Okay.
I don't know about disdain, but I think that it does definitely have commentary on that.
Okay. All right.
Lights out. That's a my newest.
This has a very high rating, 4.31.
It's amazing.
That's
it's so
on
good.
Goodreads.
I'm telling you, you gotta read it.
No, I know. I remember putting this on one of my lists of like, I want to read this year. I haven't gotten to it. But yeah, I remember it. People were saying it was similar to Butcher and Blackbird in that it's like the dark romance, but there's definitely comedy to it.
There is.
There's lightheartedness.
And there's a kitty cat. Kitty cat's so cute.
Yeah.
Fred the kitty cat.
Freddy, baby. Okay, 5-star reviews.
Yeah, you should probably have plenty of those to choose from.
I really do. I'm just trying to find shorter ones. Oh my fucking god. Wow. The way she's writing this is like, I love this so much. If you liked Butcher and Blackbird, this is perfect for you. Thank you, Zando Project, Slow Burn, and Invest Allen for an early copy. 5 out of 5 on the stars. 4 out of 5 on the spice.
Yeah, there isn't a ton of spice. So this one is for anyone who doesn't know, it's like a dark romance, but it has stalker. But she like. He starts stalking her because she basically asks him to stalk her.
Does that count as stalking?
Well, because she doesn't... Okay, so what happens in the beginning, right, is that... And this isn't really that much of a spoiler because it's right at the beginning. Is like she follows some of those like thirst trap TikToks that have like the masks on their faces. And so she is like having a hard time because she's a nurse or whatever, and she works like really long shifts, and so she like comments on like all of his posts that he does, and it's like on the post she's like, come find me and kidnap me, like sort of things, right?
Yeah.
And so she ends up asking her like situationship like booty call dude, hey, would you be willing to wear a mask like this next time we meet up? And he's like, first off, I have a girlfriend now, you haven't talked to me in 2 months. Because she's super busy, right? Yeah. And then he's like, and no, I'm not into masks. But then he shows his roommate, and his roommate
is the guy. Oh my god!
And so he sees it, and he had already met her. Yeah. Like they knew each other because she would stay over at their house or apartment or whatever. And so he's like, I wonder if she's serious about wanting to find like a masked guy sitting in her apartment. Yeah. One day, and so he does it. Well, he does a video in her room. Like he breaks in, does a video in her room, and then posts it, and then it goes from there. Okay. And so she's like freaked out, you know. Yeah.
But then to really turn on.
But then stuff happens.
And then it's all better.
That's not the whole storyline either. It gets wild. Like oh my god, you would love it. You should really. You really should.
Maybe I should read it during the romance read.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
You should. It would...
5 out of 5 stars. I need therapy.
Yeah, just like the two main characters need therapy.
Oh my gosh.
Two main characters are actually in therapy, so.
People are saying the audiobook's really good too.
It is.
Okay.
I got it on Audible.
Okay.
I read it and listened to it at the same time.
Okay.
Oh, I loved it. Steph gave it really high rating too.
I'm guessing someone else is saying that she plagiarized it, and this person's going, plagiarism? Come on, I've never read a book about a stalker who asks for consent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the girl actually seeking it out. I mean, come on. So
yeah, because
someone must be saying there's plagiarism.
They must be. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, I've never read a book like that either, where like she literally like tells him, you know, break into my house. I want to see you there one day after work.
Yeah.
And so he goes and like does it, but doesn't stay there. You know? And like basically,
he's a gentleman, and he leaves there a little bit of space. So he's like, I'll give you a taste, see how you do.
And then basically he's like, do you want me to do it again? You know, sort of thing.
Stay around longer, baby. This chick said, when I say this book had me in a chokehold, I mean a goddamn chokehold.
Literal chokehold.
I was lucky enough to get the free arc, and have gotten it on KU as well, waiting for the hardcover to arrive in a few months. Absolutely obsessed with Josh and Allie's chemistry, and their feisty cat and mouse dynamic. Definitely read the trigger warnings as always, but I'd have to say this is the first dark romance I've read that's actually made me giggle.
It's a very squishy dark romance, like for it being.
Oh god.
And their son is so cute.
Yeah. Oh. They have a son?
Yeah, the cat.
Oh, okay. I'm about to be like, did you just spoil something?
No. From the very beginning, like when, like literally before, like they even meet up the second time, he starts calling her cat his son.
Oh.
Okay. He's like, how is my son doing and stuff like that, and she's just like, I don't know who you are. I don't know what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you not find any negative reviews?
Oh. I didn't read the negative ones. I got too caught up in it.
It's good. It's so good. I guess the plagiarism one could count.
Yeah, but let's actually look for some make you try and make you cry.
I'm gonna look into that plagiarism stuff because I haven't heard that, and I also haven't read.
I'm guessing it's got to be coming from somewhere on here, and that person saw it.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
Okay, 1-star reviews.
Oh no. Okay, I'm ready.
There's no way this book has a 4.5-star rating. Y'all are a bunch of liars. Getting to chapter 7 was a chore. This is what happens
it's
when...
so fun.
Oh.
What? Okay, go ahead. Go!
This is what happens when you give an empty college-ruled notebook to a bored 12-year-old who should be paying attention in class.
For the love of...
If a 12-year-old was thinking that stuff.
Yeah, there's problems.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. If a 12-year-old could come up with that, I would be concerned about their own life.
WTF, the author was hyping this book so much. It is really not that good.
It really is that good, though.
Oh. 7% in, and I'm bored as fuck. No comedy and light stalking. Barely dark and not a chuckle to be had.
I was cracking up the whole time. These are the... Yeah. It is funny. And it goes quick. And there is stalking. He, like, literally, one day, she ends up working for almost 24 hours straight because there's, like, a giant car crash or something. Yeah. And he literally, like, drives his car over to where she works, parks it, breaks into her car, and sits there and waits for her to come out of work so that he can drive her home.
Yeah.
While still wearing a mask and everything. He's driving down the road with her in the passenger seat.
He's doing it all for her.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. DNF at 58%. I don't even have the words. My god, this book needed an editor and a plot.
They didn't even get to the really good part. Like the third act conflict. Conflict with the quotes.
Conflict.
That's great.
Oh man, cringe.
No.
It's porn that's about it. The overarching plot is pretty general. There's not really anything that grips you, but my biggest gripe is the wording and writing in the book, just not my favorite overall. I found while reading it, the way certain things were written would actively... There is not a single period, first of all.
They need an editor.
Capital.
They need an editor.
Yeah.
So,
I can't get through your comments.
So this book, it did get picked up, so she did end up with an editor.
Oh, hell nah. With like these
dancing face.
No. I think that's like the sword people.
Oh, fencing.
Fencing, yeah. Oh, hell nah. That's great. Yeah, okay.
I don't know what's wrong with people.
Yeah.
Like, how pen pal, like how you're like, I don't understand how they're saying this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what your reaction, you have to like live react to me.
Could you imagine if I read it and I'm like,
oh,
there's
I
no
will.
blood.
Oh. No,
Duck you.
You're not going to. You're going to love it. Especially if you get the audiobook.
Yeah. Did it have both a man and a woman?
Yes.
Thank
and it's
God.
one, and it, yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, you'll love it. All right, so that was my reactions to my top 4 favorite books of different like genres and things. Yep. And so go over to Maggie's channel. We are going to have her react to her top 4. Mm-hmm. I'll be reading those to you, and we'll see how it goes. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you want to, and have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.